Women deal with these issues under the covers, and it's time to actually pull the covers off of female erectile dysfunction, because too many women are suffering. More than 40% of women in the United States deal with that, and we're ready to help women to uncover and understand this disease and to get their mojo back.
What exactly is erectile dysfunction? Female, excuse
Definitely,
me.
your dick can't get hard.
Just by the expressions on you ladies' face when Gessie said that, it's like confusion. Like,
They're also high.
you didn't know.
When I think of erect, I automatically think of a dick.
A penis.
Right, you have a
Right,
dick.
but you have one. The female clitoris is rightfully known as the female penis. And
What?
It's the
and it
same
erects
You got a dick?
to
You got a dick. You got a dick.
the length.
What's up? So we have a very special lip service today. The ladies are all here. That would be me, Angela Yee.
I'm Stephanie Santiago.
I'm Judy McGuire.
I'm L'Oreal.
So get ready to get educated, because we have Dr. Amun, Dr. Amsu, and Gessie. Coach Gessie is here with us, and they are from the detoxnow.com. And everybody knows I did this 14-day detox, which we've been talking about extensively. Happy to be back. But it brings up a lot of things when we talk about our bodies, our sex drives, and I know you guys have a new program that you just launched as well.
Yes, called the Sex Fix. Yes, that's right. I'm sorry. Yes, just today we launched the Sex Fix, which is really to deal with, help women. Well, it's Women's Month, and what we talked about is the fact that, you know, women deal with these issues under the covers, and it's time to actually pull the covers off of female erectile dysfunction. And we're going to really dig into that, because too many women are suffering. More than 40% of women in the United States deal with that, and we're ready to help women to uncover and understand this disease and to get their mojo back.
So we have
created the
erectile
Sex Fix.
dysfunction.
What exactly is erectile dysfunction? Female, excuse
Stephanie,
me.
your
I
dick
know what
can't
the,
get hard.
I know what the man one is.
Right.
Same thing.
It's the same thing.
There you go. I
Essentially.
mean, just by the expressions on you ladies' face when Gessie said that, it's like confusion. Like,
They're also
Yeah.
high.
you didn't know.
Well, that's
That's a big part of it. But no, I do think that, like, when I think of erect, I automatically think of a dick.
a penis.
Right, you have
Right,
a dick.
but you have one. That's what the clitoris.
No, I
got a whole
don't.
dick.
You do.
Right, so
The clitoris.
the female clitoris is rightfully known as the female penis. And
What?
It's
the
and it
same
erects
You got a dick?
To-
You got a dick. You got a dick.
the
I
length,
got
not
a dick.
as, you know, as long as, hopefully not as long as a male. So,
Well,
right?
we've
Some of
seen.
them, yeah.
I mean, we're from Atlanta,
Shout out
so
to
you
our
do
girl
get,
Kelly
you know,
Provocateur.
Yes.
She has
But-
an extremely large female. Wow.
right.
She has a giraffe.
But the thing is you get, it should erect anything from 2 to 5 centimeters.
Are you bringing it up over there?
Yeah, I got you. Don't you worry.
You know
I
what?
want to see it.
That's
2
the
to
real
5
camel toe.
centimeters.
Wait. 2 to 5. What's a
2 to 5
centimeter? I know what an
centimeters.
inch is. Let me see what it is.
I know it. I know it.
This,
Two.
yeah.
Your nail.
five.
5.
Not five. Not five.
This
Five is
big?
a
That's why
lot.
we said 2 to 5. So a woman will
5
average
is a
anything
lie.
from 2, 3, 4 to
No,
5.
I could understand because
Oh, thank you.
when I'm
I'm a grower,
aroused,
not a shower.
when I'm feeling aroused, I do feel a little more swollen, a little puffier
Right,
in
so-
the clitoris.
But Stephanie,
Right.
is it this?
But
No,
this is what I'm saying.
not even 2
So
centimeters.
that's, you know, so that's the blood. That's the beginning stages of that. All right. So when the blood flow is going to the clitoris, you start feeling or swelling and changing of color. But that's not a full erection. That's like, if you're going to compare it to a male, that'd be a semi-erection. You can't do nothing with a semi-erection. You have to be fully erected. So it's more complicated when it comes to a female than it is to a male. A male is straightforward. If we don't get hard, we don't rise to the occasion, nothing ain't going on. But with a woman, she doesn't necessarily have to have an erection in order to have intercourse.
But okay, so when you have
What's that?
you guys can continue. I'm
That's
sorry.
that's the.
I have so
penis.
many questions. I have
That's
so
the-
many
The
questions. so-
clitoris that's very large that a friend of the show.
Yeah, our girl Kelly.
Oh,
Provocateur.
you guys are showing a picture over here.
We're showing some video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now this is the thing though. If you're not having an erection, if you don't experience that is a major problem. That's an issue. So if you're not having a female erection, you got issues, and the issues are probably cardiovascular, right? Meaning it's atherosclerosis. The artery that leads to the clitoris is blocked, and that's what interferes with orgasms. So women are supposed to orgasm as much as men every time.
But obviously now, I got to ask a couple of questions about that because there's certain guys I've been with that can make me orgasm every time. They know exactly what to do, and it can happen really quickly. But then there's some guys that it just doesn't happen with. Does that make it my fault?
No.
Maybe, maybe not. Because check this out. With men, a woman just has to show up. And she just show up.
We don't even have to have sex. Jerk off on your face.
I can guarantee I'm going to orgasm. But it's more work. But there is a pheromone. There's also a hormonal thing with the man as well. Hormones and pheromones.
But what about him hitting it in the right spot too, or the shape?
But what we're trying to say is this. This is what we're trying to say. This is what we're trying to say to simplify. It's like you could say, all right, a woman that's got a new partner, she never orgasms with him. She never climax. But then when she looks at her previous partner, like you said, she always did. Mm-hmm. But what Dr. Amsu is trying to say is that with a man, it doesn't matter if I'm hitting a Beyonce or a Whoopi Goldberg. We're gonna come.
No, what is that supposed to happen?
That's a big
What are you trying to say about
I think Whoopi Goldberg is gorgeous.
pussy.
What I'm trying to say.
He just said pussy is pussy.
Ain't nothing wrong with Whoopi.
What I'm trying to say. Right.
Even though Beyonce is the queen.
Hey, we love color purple.
guys.
I'm just being real. Like
Somebody's fucking Whoopi now.
that's what I'm saying. But
Ted Danson.
I'm just listen. Dr. Amsu, you know your ex. No, I'm joking.
Whoopi could probably suck some meat. Never mind.
Listen. I'm just trying to say what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to say is that at the end of the day, you get like like Mikey. He's told us some little horrible stories where back in the days he took one for the team, right? But but listen to what I'm trying to say. Listen to the point I'm bringing it to. Even if you're taking one for the team and the woman is not, attractive and that.
To you.
But the point that Dr. Amsu is making is that we still climax. A man will still bust that nut.
Physiologically,
right? We will still bust that nut. Now, with a woman, we're saying with a woman, that's what's supposed to happen as well.
Okay, I just have, so when a woman does get to orgasm, that means she did have her full erection, correct?
Right.
When she does orgasm. Okay, so I don't think I have a dysfunction.
And I'm a grower, not a shower. I just want to say that out here.
Angela's just been waiting her whole life to say that. She was just dying to say that.
The problem is, here's a problem though. Only 23.5% of women from studies orgasm every time.
How many?
23.5%. So that's more than 75%. You might be wanting that percentage.
I don't orgasm every time.
Not every time. I believe even men don't orgasm every time though.
Yeah, I believe that too.
Well, no.
But who are they
problem.
fucking?
Every time.
You gotta
It could be something that you're stressed out about. Sometimes it just isn't going to happen.
Yeah, just sometimes it doesn't happen.
Thank you. He's cheating. Speaking to the mic.
The microphone.
He's not speaking into the mic.
There is stress as well. There's stress factors. Sometimes, honestly, there's sleep
He could
factors.
have been drinking.
I can't
He
recall
could have been drugging, leaning, doing
I
something.
can't recall a time when I was done having sex and the man has not climaxed, and I just
He
feel
might
like
have
that
faked it.
means
He's
I
got a
didn't.
problem.
He's got a problem. That's the
problem.
If he doesn't, correct?
If
If he doesn't, he's got a problem.
He got a
A man
problem.
a man every time.
Right, it's a signal of health.
That's what we're
Also,
talking about.
The more a woman orgasms, is the better her health
Now we're
is.
talking
there we
about
go.
we're talking about penetration.
I'm so healthy.
We're talking about penetration.
And by penile, not
Even
not
when I'm
penile.
by myself,
Not
I
by
masturbate
toys,
before I go to
not by
sleep.
Right.
not by masturbation, none of that. We're talking.
From the
Oh, but
penis.
does it
From
count?
the
if
penis.
it's the
There you go.
tongue?
Penis. Oh, I might not be that healthy.
The
then.
tongue,
Never
it doesn't
mind.
count.
I'm regular like
Internal
everybody
orgasm.
else.
The tongue,
Regular.
there's still electricity with the tongue,
But that's it's not even with the tongue either.
Internal.
All right, let me ask you guys this
Because
question.
it doesn't go deep enough the tongue to actually.
Somebody sent in
You see,
this.
that's what we're saying. When we start getting down to the nitty gritty, you start realizing, well, am I really that healthy? Like, would I really?
This is why I want to ask y'all this, because this exactly deals with this Ask Yee question somebody sent in.
Okay.
She said, I'm currently 34 weeks pregnant. In the beginning, our sex life was 3 times a day. Yes. And now you may ask, let's just say I would have blue balls if I was a man. I also do not watch porn or touch myself. Why would I need to? My man is incredibly sexy and gorgeous. Me, myself, I still get hit on being pregnant. It's all baby, and I'm rocking an exotic face with a seductive presence. My question for you is, how do I bring up more sex, or should I just try to not look at him so much? It's hard when I feel his love. He loves me to death. I feel that, but I'm not feeling he's attracted to me. Please help me.
That's a hard. See,
that's more of a thing. Like, okay,
so she's saying that he's not having as much sex with her now that she's
34 weeks
34
pregnant.
weeks. Because she's 34 weeks pregnant.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
not sexy to him.
But no, you got to understand something with men, right? Like,
Just not.
you know, I'm a father, and I remember when, you know, my baby mother was pregnant, and they get to a point where you just see the stomach. And it's not like you're not thinking no more that she's not sexy or nothing like that. But you're thinking, you know,
Like, my kid is
you know,
in there.
like, right, and you know when you're blessed, you have to be
Which
careful.
baby
You don't
mama
want
you
to damage.
talking
You
about?
don't want to damage
Dr.
anything.
Amun, which
You
baby
see what
mama
I'm
are you
saying?
talking
So,
about? Which
Yeah,
one of
Dr.
them?
Amun, which
Which
baby
one?
mom?
Which baby mama are you talking about?
Wow.
Yo.
I think. But the point I'm making, this guy.
Wow.
But the point
He's
I'm
very
making,
healthy.
The point I'm making is that
Clearly.
you're looking at it like, you know, like I said, when a brother's blessed, you don't want to cause damage. You don't want to bring on or cause bleeding and things like that. So it's not that you're not attracted to her no more. You're just careful. So you're like, you know what? They need to talk, because I don't think he's like, I don't find you attractive no more. It could be easily like, you know what? I'm scared. There's an element of fear with a man, and with some men when it comes to a woman and she's that far gone in her pregnancy.
Yeah, because we just interviewed someone, and he said to us, we asked him about having sex with a pregnant woman, and he called her fat. And I don't think it was like he meant to, but like that's just what came out. And I think low key, maybe that's what you were thinking after a while. Like, I think it is like you do start to look at her like, yes, it's beautiful. She's carrying your child, but she did gain probably about 50 pounds. And I'm pretty sure that makes you look a little different way. Like,
But if a woman gains 50 pounds
Yeah,
while she's
she's
pregnant,
doing the
she got
most.
a problem.
There you go.
That's a problem.
Overweight.
That ain't even
carrying
pregnant no more. That's a whale.
Kim Kardashian's first baby,
The
she gained about 50 pounds.
The baby weighs.
Do we not
Babies weigh
remember?
around, when you have twins,
That's-
they weigh around what?
that's 7 pounds.
7
7
pounds.
pounds.
Yeah.
And if they're
So
twins,
times
usually
two.
are
Okay,
even
so
smaller
40,
than that.
I don't
right?
know. I
Twins
didn't
are
Exactly.
small.
Twins are small.
Yeah.
So 40 pounds, whatever, 30. I don't know. I never had a child.
I
so
gained
don't know.
Normal
28
is like
pounds when I was
25
pregnant.
pounds, 20
But
It's
I
pounds.
just like I said,
Yeah.
I've seen people like Kim Kardashian go from this to house.
But it's also part of the culture, right? Because there's something where people say you're eating for two, you know, just be more indulging. But the truth is you're affecting your own health by virtue of just being more permissive, because there's a lot of emotions going on also. And we as women tend to eat our emotions. And when we eat our emotions, then basically we just start to eat anything that comforts us.
That's me.
Plus when-
Like, I know
when-
a lot of people get stressed out. I'm sorry, and they just they starve themselves. When I get stressed
Yeah.
out, I'm eating like, fuck it, I'm gonna have a burger.
I want to
you
be
know,
the starve myself kind of person.
But when women are pregnant,
You want to be?
Yeah.
when women are pregnant, pheromones change as well. So there's a pheromonal thing going on, which pheromones are probably indicating to her husband, don't. You know, that's actually making him less sexually attractive to
Yeah,
her,
that's
because it's a
crazy.
pheromone to protecting the baby.
But a man also may want to be sensitive because she's tired, she's carrying a lot more. I think it's a major communication thing where they need to actually just talk, especially if they had a very healthy sex life before this, right? So it's a matter of the fact that, you know, she's feeling more sensitive. She's feeling more insecure about the fact that she's gaining weight and she's feeling less attractive. But she's like, but wait a minute, I don't want him to feel like, you know, that I don't want it. So it really is, it's a breakdown in communication to me.
There's an increase in estriol, right? That's one of the estrogens. There's an increase in estriol when women are pregnant, right? And that aromatization that's taking place is from the baby's testosterone. So testosterone is needed for women to be sexual and to be sexually attractive to men, and that is neutralized by the increase in estriol.
Can I ask you
What,
something
during the
since we're talking
pregnancy?
about all these different things? Is it harmful to swallow semen?
Absolutely
encourage
not.
it.
We encourage
I
it.
encourage.
I wonder why the two men
You know,
answered so quickly.
I
There's
encourage
large
it.
amounts of melatonin in the semen.
Oh
Yep.
my God! No
Yep.
wonder why I feel so relaxed and
There you go.
sleepy after
So
a
the new
blowjob.
sleep pill, I
know what?
put many of women to sleep.
I heard it has some protein in it too, right?
That's the second
What's
thing,
in it?
protein.
Protein,
But
melatonin,
you have to
and
also
protein.
you have to also understand that is another way of measuring your man's or your partner's health. So if it is bitter to taste, then he's unhealthy.
That's
if
what I
it's
was
sweet,
saying.
Talked about
if
that.
it's sweet or it has no taste or no smell, then he's usually healthy. But if it's bitter
funky
and he has
smell.
and he has a
What about when
and
it's
also
like
also the
bleachy
texture,
smelling?
right? The bleachy smell. I mean,
That means you tried to poison him.
but it's also the texture. You know, if it comes out real thick, kind of lumpy, then there's a problem with his heart
I have a
If you
and
can
his
chew it.
circulation. And if it's
Stephanie dated a vegan, and she
He
had
was strict vegan, a very strict vegan.
But like
And
soy vegan?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. He was
Yeah, she said
vegan.
strict vegan.
He was very vegan, and
Very vegan.
and he tasted
BB.
really bitter. He tasted bitter. Like I was saying before, I was like really looking forward. I was like, man, he's a vegan. He's so clean. I can't wait to suck his dick. And then finally I did it, and it was terrible.
wow.
What?
He could be eating mushrooms. He could be eating soy.
Asparagus.
No, mushrooms is
You see,
bomb.
Yeah,
you know,
asparagus.
this is-
No, that make you
it's a
taste.
fungus. It's a fungus.
Fungus.
Oh, so that's
Right.
bad for you.
Definitely. So I honestly, you know, I mean, there's a lot of women out there that claim they're vegan as well, and you know,
And then they taste like
I don't know how they taste, but
bacon.
I'm
They
Like,
taste like
nah.
Burger King.
the other people would
Flame
turn around and
broiled.
say,
We encourage men that's out there. Look,
Smoky.
just find out how it tastes. So find out
like the chicken
how
spot
healthy you
after
are.
12.
How did that taste?
So you encourage men to taste their own cum?
No.
You said
find out.
how it tastes.
They must find out from their partner how did it taste.
Nothing better than tasting yourself to see.
No.
I'm not a doctor
for a
or
man.
anything,
No.
but I agree. That's a nice indication that a guy is healthy when his cum tastes like sugar
But
or
he
something
don't need
nice.
to taste it to find
Well,
out.
think about
He
though,
need you to
this is
taste
what's
it and
in
you
Right.
to tell
your
him.
body.
That's what you were getting at,
That's
right?
what I'm saying.
It's the same thing with whatever's
got
emitting from your
turned
body.
gay.
Even your sweat. If your,
This was great.
if your perspiration is very sour, then that's also an indicator of what's going on in your body. It's just the way anything that
You are what
comes
you
out of your
eat.
body. Absolutely.
Right?
Right, right.
So you should
That's
be able to.
why-
Yeah, I notice when
I
like
drink
I,
what
when
y'all
I eat a
drinking.
Big Mac, like I sweat a little
Alkaline
different. I do notice that. That's true. Because I drink so much water and then boom, Big Mac. And it kind of I can feel the
Big
difference.
Mac.
Yeah, that's your body.
Like-
That's your body trying to get
Yeah,
rid of
my
all
yeah,
that
trying to
poison.
get it out. Exactly. Like
Bye,
it's a
Big
different
Mac.
sweat.
Now, can men have an orgasm but not ejaculate?
If he's empty,
Yeah.
Clip is
Because he
empty.
fucked 4 other girls before he got
Yes.
the
it might be that he's been all week.
saying.
Mass-
No, me and my
That happened
ex.
to me once. You know, I was going for like 8-9 days, and on the ninth day is like nothing.
No, me and my ex,
shooting
me and my
blanks.
ex,
Nothing
we
from
had
the nothing.
me and my ex were having so much sex. Like we were having sex like 5 times a day.
Baby
we were
powder.
having sex all the time.
That's what I'm saying.
And then finally, like he was sore, like I was sore, and he was like, "Listen, it's
Kinda
like
look you
dust.
as
I'm
well.
coming,
That
dust."
particular girl kind of looked like you.
That particular
Was
girl.
it? Was it y'all? Was it
No,
the
it
same
wasn't.
situation?
It sounds similar, but it wasn't the same situation.
Now,
That's weird.
now let's talk about.
We were-
All right, we've been
Like we
talking
were
about.
having a lot of sex. Like we were having so much sex. Like my stuff was like it was like sore. It was like
My stuff was sore.
like it was tired. Like you see, it was like tired. And he was like, "Babe, like my dick hurts." I'm like shooting air. Like we gotta stop. We gotta take
enough.
a break. I'm like, "Don't worry, I'm gonna get my period tomorrow." He's like, "All right, cool."
Go again. Now, we've been talking a lot about women and our health issues, but let's talk about men and erectile dysfunction, because this is something a lot of men struggle with. And I was actually reading an article the other day about how a lot of men don't treat their erectile dysfunction, and they'll go to the doctor. And I think they said 75% of men never go and get whatever prescription the doctor gives them. Not that I... Yeah, to
So
actually
they go
treat
to
their...
the doctor, get all that done, get a prescription,
And then
just say,
don't go
"Fuck
ever
it."
take care of
Why
it.
do you go to the doctor then?
I don't know.
Same reason why they don't go to the doctor.
But let's talk about why men might have issues as far as getting erect. Sometimes they're semi-hard, sometimes they can't get hard at all, and what can they do to treat that?
Okay, so that's the same as women. It's the same thing where it's atherosclerosis or heart disease or some kind of circulatory issue that's going on, right? Now, a man's penile vein or artery is like 2 millimeters. 2 to 5 millimeters in diameter, or 2 to 4, right? Now a heart artery is like 4 to 8.
2 to 4. No, 2 to 4. 2 to 4 in diameter.
Sorry. 2 to 4, sorry. That's your heart, right? Man's is up to 2 millimeters, and now a woman's is only 0.2 millimeters. So when women are not having blood flow correctly, that's an indication, one of the first things that she ain't going to get an erection. She's not going to orgasm. She's going to have issues with arousal. She's going to have problems with lubrication, right? So that's a heart disease situation, right? Oh. So all these women who have sexual dysfunction, especially erectile, that's an issue of heart. Same with a man.
Same with men.
Men who have
high blood pressure,
erectile dysfunction, they can have estrogen dominance, or most of the time it's a heart disease problem. Issue, a circulatory, a high blood pressure, atherosclerosis, and a lot of
diabetes.
people who are asymptomatic have heart disease, or there's early even.
So
teens.
what can you do?
It's diet. It's all in the diet
exercise.
and the nutrition.
Eat
right?
better and
Because
work
there's
out.
another thing, there's men also with another issue where they get erected, but they can't keep it up. So they can get to erection,
And then it goes soft.
And then it goes soft.
Wait, so
after
what's
a while.
that? Because if they
So
can get
it's
erect,
still-
then it got to be
Because
something
it's
that's good.
because the blood flow is not consistent.
It gets cut
So
off.
that's the issue.
You got exercises and nutrition. What you eat.
We'll talk about what we did
Dick pumps.
to support it. And to
Well, what we've done with the program that we launched today with the Sex Fix program is that we've created a whole regime of supplements, exercise, and meal plans. A protocol, okay, for male and female. So with the male, it's called Stand Up.
Stand up.
And women is
Fed up.
Fed Up, right?
Because fed is FED, female erectile dysfunction.
Right.
So when a woman's fed up, she
fed up with the whack dick.
There you go. Right. So what we've put together, because we've done it before, but we didn't really concentrate. Like we've had people, like men that have come and they've said, they had issues staying up or even just getting erected in the first place.
fertility.
Right. Right. And then they've gone onto the program that they've done a 14-day or 7-day or 30-day detox or fast, and then they've seen the change like that immediately. Right. But this time we said, you know what? Let's actually target it. Like, let's concentrate and target. So we have that, and with the exercises, because holistic living is a holistic thing. It's not just about what you eat and taking a supplement, and that you got to exercise right. You got to even water therapy comes in, sun gazing, breathing. It's your whole lifestyle that has to change and embrace for you to actually benefit from a holistic life change.
Can you still smoke weed?
Cannot listen.
What about oils?
What about
edibles? What about
see,
something?
No, edibles are actually all right. Here's the situation. There's two types of weed, right? There's wild, natural weed.
This is making
right?
me want to smoke.
Natural weed, right? This is grown wild and it has a low level of THC, right? THC, and then you have CBD. Cannabidiol. Cannabidiol has all the healing properties. It's in the seed. That's like hemp,
Where do I get that?
right?
What do I
CBD,
say?
I like that.
Right. Just many
I like
people have that. I don't know about New York laws. But anyway, right? THC is high in estrogen, right? It's from the bud and it's from the flower. Now, what's going on right now is that there's hybrid weed.
Right.
And the hybrids, they've increased the THC because THC is what makes you high.
Right.
So they've actually GMO'd the weed, and it's psychotic. It causes psychosis. So many people now are bipolar, schizophrenia, psychosis, psychotic,
Me.
right? Right.
Depressed.
And
I don't
it's
think
from
that came
it's from
from
the
the
high
weed.
THC,
Psychosis.
and it's an extremely serious issue because it's a psychiatric issue where
a condition.
niggas can get locked up, taken off the street
But what if
because
it
you ain't
calms
right.
down? Like, you know, some people get the
CBD,
bad effects.
CBD is that does, because CBD is antipsychotic. It actually
That's
balances
organic,
the
like,
THC.
that's pretty much
But what they're
organic
doing with the
weed.
GMO is they're lowering the CBD
and increasing
raising
No,
the
both
THC.
components make
So
up
you're talking
marijuana.
about
So-
things like Purple Haze, David Banner, Hulk, Superman, all these different names for
You
these.
know a lot
weed.
about a lot.
He told me
When you
about
go
it.
to
I said, hey.
Why you think?
How you know about so many weeds?
Go to Atlanta and
David
you say,
Banner had a weed.
go to the Atlanta and say,
Yeah,
Amsu.
yeah. I know Killer Mike real well. You know what I mean? So here's the thing: is that because of this situation with weed, a lot of black men who are black men and women are supposed to be the most fertile on the planet. Always have been. Now you have a situation of azoospermia and oligospermia where there's no sperm at all being
low
produced.
counts.
Black women are at their least fertile ever in history, right? And it's because black women are smoking weed and estrogen has the effect on them where you need testosterone for fertility. You don't need so much estrogen.
That's right.
Estrogen, there has to be a ratio, a balance, where there's a lesser amount of estrogen, more progesterone, more testosterone, right? And the issue right now with estrogen dominance, it affects men and women. But weed is a major factor because a lot of men are getting gynecomastia, breast titties,
Yeah, so like,
because of how much weed they're smoking, right? So, and men are becoming more andropausal, meaning they're losing hair, they're getting more weight, they're not, producing enough sperm.
They acting like bitches.
They acting like
They acting like bitches.
right? So there's a lot to it. So we
that's
actually
because of weed, all of that.
we actually encourage people to get in contact with us for consultations, because consultations, we're gonna find out what it is, what you're doing that's causing the issue. So we have like Electric Health, the ORG, where people can contact us or our team to discuss their issue. Because men have a problem talking about they got erectile dysfunction.
Yeah.
Like women might get together and be no shame in the game, but a man's gonna feel like he ain't a man
Nobody's
because he
gonna do
can't
that.
have
Yeah,
an
no
erection.
man.
And then
you don't want to
imagine
tell your
how
boys,
embarrassing-
I got an issue with my erection.
Yeah, that sounds crazy.
And it's
It
embarrassing
does.
when you're with a woman and you can't get hard. It makes you probably not even want to try to have sex.
Right.
Right.
So it's like how you tell your homeboy, like, yo, last night I couldn't get hard.
Exactly.
And what the fuck are they gonna tell you to
Nobody's
help
telling
it?
their
Well,
homeboy
Yeah,
that.
but what
So
can
them
they
niggas
even
want to
guide?
stay in the friend zone. They want to be in the friend zone
Right,
because
and
they don't want to be tested.
there's a lot of people who have issues like this in their relationship where their sex drives are really low,
So
or
I
they don't
know
even
someone,
try to
yeah.
have sex, and maybe they're not trying to have sex because they know they have erectile dysfunction and they don't even want to address it.
Right.
But how do you know when it's erectile dysfunction and not him fucking the next motherfucker?
If he wakes up in the morning and he does not have an erection, he's got a problem.
Yes.
Every
So
man is
every
supposed to wake
morning-
up in the morning
With an erection.
with an erection.
Really?
Every man.
Pyramid.
You're supposed to feel that poke on your thigh.
Right.
Okay. So that's why you have to give head in the morning. That's
No.
a rule.
No.
No,
wait,
I'm
wait,
joking. I'm joking.
No, that's a good
Yeah,
thing.
that's
joking. It was like, no.
Yes,
that's
women.
good.
Ladies out there, please, yes.
It's healthy
That's
for you to
every morning
swallow.
recommended.
It cures cancer.
Recommended.
Every
Especially
morning.
when you're on your cycle, you know.
It gives you some
Because you can't
testosterone.
don't mean I shouldn't. You know what I'm saying?
But even if you smoke weed, it gives you testosterone when you swallow. Right. No, I'm joking.
No. No.
No?
So what? So let's get back.
causing
So
the issue.
so if you grow your own weed,
Doesn't that the seed might be GMO?
That's what we have to.
Yeah, it's like the fake chicken from KFC. That's the weed that we smoke.
But even
right?
if you don't, weed, even the
Same
best
thing.
weed possible, like
about Popeyes?
what you call
Smoking it as well.
Yeah, it's-
Smoking it isn't good because you get
Damn.
you get the
in your lungs.
polyhydrocarbons,
Yeah, and it messes up your
which
lungs.
is
It
one of the
ruins
most-
your
Right, which I was
lungs.
gonna say,
Smoking
breakdown
which is
lungs.
one of the
ruins your
most
lungs.
We just smoked together.
carcinogenic substances.
No, I know.
Carcinogenic.
My lungs, my lungs are black like the microphone. I've been
Carcinogenic.
smoking for almost
Right.
20 years.
carcinogenic. You're worth more than
Carcinogenic.
that. That's
You know,
cancer.
I'm sick. I was just in California. It was unusually cold during the day, all day in California, and now I'm like coughing all over the place.
Listen,
gotta
It's
clean
the
it up.
aromatic.
sexiest thing.
Everybody
from the
remember,
plane.
write this
You
down.
put that on the plane.
Aromatic
No, they got the contagion in
polyhydrocarbons.
LA. They
What
got
are-
the
why are we
contagion
writing
in
that
LA.
down?
What was
Aromatic
that? I'm
poly-
sorry.
Aromatic polyhydrocarbons, one of the most carcinogenic substances on the planet, which is produced when you smoke weed every time.
Say that one more time.
What is it? What is it of the planet? One of the most what of the
Carcinogenic,
Carcinogenic.
cancer-causing,
Cancer-causing.
cancer-causing, right?
So I'm confused. So why do they give cancer patients
They don't tell them to
edibles
smoke it.
and stuff like
Yeah,
that?
they don't tell them to smoke
They
it.
don't
That's
tell
a
them to smoke
choice.
it. They tell them to eat it.
but I thought we asked that was the oils
No,
and the edibles.
edibles.
I
And
thought
edibles,
I threw that
edibles
out there. Oils
that
and
come
edibles.
from GMO, that the THC is high. It's
Right.
even worse because it stays in your system for a much longer time.
Now, when we
you
go-
eat it,
when
it takes a long time to digest and it's released slowly. So that buzz, when you eat edibles,
Yeah, 'cause
and I say
3
this from
hours later it
experience,
might kick in.
edibles will jack you up.
Listen,
How
man.
you know?
we was at a
said from
party
experience.
and someone said these are vegan brownies.
Have you ever turned
it's
your
like,
head and you
all
still
right.
see that way,
And
even though your head
I took
pointing that way, it's like-
one.
Listen, I was
Yeah,
on
I
the
see
edible
that
and I
way.
was seeing
And
double.
it
Right.
gradually
I
catches up.
took one of the brownies. I was like, boy, these are nice. These are vegan.
Vegan
So I took-
edibles?
I took
You
another
lit. Where
one.
you found that?
And then I was
It was
like,
by
I was
accident
just
as well.
sitting
I
down.
was at Killer Mike's 420,
What
and
the
there was
hell is
some
going on? Like,
cookies.
The
I was
walls
like,
start closing in.
If I could
I
find
was
you
driving,
actually
the
eating
roads
the
were
cookies.
disappearing when I was driving. I had to
Edible?
pull over. My eyes were just wide. I was like, yo. I was
Man,
like,
that
yo.
sounds great.
I was like, what was in it? Oh, that was. I was like, bro.
Having
When I
this
see you tomorrow.
conversation with you guys makes me want to quit smoking weed. Like, what am I
Now,
going to do
when we
now? I
go
got to
back
start
home,
sniffing coke.
Right? No, but you see, the difference is,
Christ.
it's like,
Yeah, that's way
What do
better.
you guys want me
it's
to
a
do?
tradition that when we go back home, right, from the Caribbeans, like Grenada, Jamaica, and that, they would have natural weed growing. And yeah, some of them would smoke it, dry it out.
Yard
and
weed,
that.
yeah.
But a lot of the old natives, especially like my grandma, they will boil it as a tea
And drink it.
and just drink that.
Yeah.
I have
And
a
that is
older
what they have
Haitian
treated
neighbor in my
people
mom's
with.
house, and
Oh,
it's
so can I drink a weed
arthritis,
tea? I can
Yeah.
have
You
a
know,
little weed tea?
As
like
long,
that?
as
It's
long as it
different
isn't
weed.
Just
GMO.
see- yeah, as
If
long
it's
as
GMO,
yeah,
It
you
doesn't
keep.
even make a difference.
don't make no difference.
Right.
The
It's the
CBD,
yard
the
weed.
CBD is what is.
So in Jamaica, I can have me
Remember
some
the-
weed
remember
tea.
the
It'll
weed
be
we had in
nice.
the
Yes.
can that
Yes,
was organic?
they even-
That's what we need to
They
be
won't have the
smoking.
same. No, it
It's
doesn't
not
give
gonna
you
give me.
that
I'm not gonna get
high.
high.
Yeah, it doesn't give you that high like where
We do,
you
you
But
go
it'll
over
have a
there,
but it'll
healing.
make you
You
nice.
have
right?
it. You're having a
Healing
cully weed.
effects.
Cully weed, you must ask for. Cully weed.
And but it'll have healing effects. It's not gonna have
There
me
you go.
like,
Healing
Yes.
Yes.
It's gonna have me like
I
They
don't
put it in
find the
seasoning as well.
Free weed that they talking about. Like,
No, the organic. Remember them
no,
cans
I'm
that we had from-
serious.
from
Like,
the farm?
where can we find this? So I ain't got the. I'm still gonna smoke because I'm not gonna.
Cannabidiol
Well,
is
why would
high
you still
in
smoke
hemp.
when you know it's bad for you? You see, this is what we have to
It's
understand.
kind of like drinking
Let me
alcohol
say
or
this
like
now.
having sex out of wedlock. Like, you know it's bad for you, but it feels good. Like, I'm not trying to
Feel
be
good.
funny. I'm just
Right,
being
right, for
serious.
real.
Like, I know I'm still, after I'm talking to y'all, I know, like, in my mind, I'm going to be like, all right, it'd be better if I don't. But I
But-
do like to smoke. So, like, what would be my alternative? Or, like, what
No,
is there?
you see, I
There's
don't really
none?
give people like your alternative. I'll tell you now, you got to value your own life. You got to value yourself. You're a beautiful
But you
woman.
said that
No,
you
let me
could
just
boil
say something.
the tea and all
No,
that.
forget
Why
all
can't
that.
I
But it's
Because
not
you
gonna
know-
make you high.
That
Oh.
It's not
will
gonna
put
make
you
you
right
high.
back to a place you don't want to go at the
It'll
moment,
make you high
right?
if you're not used to the other stuff. it'll
what
make
I'm
you high.
trying to say to you is this.
Sorry.
It
right?
wouldn't make us
And
high.
this is regardless of what you have to value yourself. You know, it's easy getting a Versace or Gucci and looking good externally, but you gotta be Gucci inside. You see what I'm saying?
Amen.
You can't put a price on. You
Gucci
can't
in,
put a
Gucci
price
out.
on that. So the way you judge your life and value your life, other people are gonna perceive you and do that the same way. So we say this to men and women. You know, if you want to be treated like a goddess or a queen or a god, then you got to carry yourself that way. Because we as men, when we see a woman and she might look nice and that, but then I personally don't even talk to a female that smokes. I don't even have time. Like, you know what? Right, but I don't even have time. No, but I'm just saying
that's a start.
I don't even have time with that, because it's like you got to value yourself. So when you know better, you do better. I know it's hard, but you're supposed to try to take steps in doing that because you value yourself, right?
But see, me, I think steps, and I know you about to think this is crazy, but I really think steps is like, I'm not smoking Dutchess and we broken up no more. I'm smoking oil. to me, that's like a step.
And the oil is
like,
more
okay,
potent than the.
See, but I thought that the bad part was the tobacco.
The oil is concentrate.
No, it's
Oil is like the bad shit that they're putting extra of concentrated.
Like the THC.
So,
Yeah.
So here's the key thing that Dr. Amun is saying is that we know that number one, you don't want to short circuit your life. You're young, right? All of you. You're beautiful young women. And what we don't want to see is how many people you turn around, you find out Rick Ross, he don't have heart issues. What is he, 50s? Come on. You're young and your life. Sorry, Rick.
10 years on him.
40, sorry. Listen, I'm 46. So, you know what I'm saying? He looks older than me.
He's probably late
at home
30s.
But, oh, wow.
Nah, he's probably like 40.
They should have been
But wait, but listen, the bottom line is you don't want to be fighting cancer
We're
in
trying
5
to reach
years.
out to Rick.
Right.
Trying to reach out to him.
You don't want to be fighting cancer in 5 years. We're talking about something that you're literally feeding your body carcinogens every day.
Right.
Right? And and when you realize that, when you look at what people battle when they're battling cancer, the kind of physical situation that they're in terms of the harm and the pain and like you can stop that by virtue of just number one deciding I don't want that for my health. I don't want that for my life.
I mean, look,
period.
my uncle has stage 4 cancer and he eats terrible. He eats meat all day, every day. And we're pretty sure that's the reason why.
It's lifestyle. It's
always
all
is.
lifestyle. It's not.
always is.
People like to break it down, and let me tell you, the medical world loves to tell you it's genetic because then guess what? There's nothing you can do to change it, right? But if we tell you, wait a minute, the real issue that is lifestyle, you're in control, right? You get to now own actually taking control of your health and making the difference. And what we're saying to you is, look, don't be another statistic. You're worth more. And what you bring to the table, the high that you feel amazing when you actually are eating. Like mangoes, you want to feel horny and healthy and happy. Mangoes will do you
Oh,
good.
I love mangoes. No
Mangoes
wonder.
will do you fantastic. Pumpkin
Everything
seeds.
all makes sense.
So no more drinking and smoking with your boo in the bed.
Y'all better go eat some mangoes together.
Yeah,
bitch.
pumpkin
It's
seeds,
gonna be on.
zucchini. Like seriously, there are things that will change your life in terms of because there are things that they actually draw. They stimulate you in ways, but they stimulate you in ways that you don't have any negative side effects.
Plus, dopamine is naturally produced by your brain. Glands in your brain.
I know a lot of
produce dopamine.
So the left
dopamine,
side-
the moment you start smoking and whatever, that's where your dopamine atrophies
I'm not
and
even
you're
gonna
not
hold you. That's
going
about to be the
natural
name of
high.
my
We call
album.
it.
I'm gonna start rapping again.
I have a
It's gonna be
question.
dopamine.
Have you guys heard of a drug called ayahuasca?
Ayahuasca.
Yes, which they go into a dream. They go
Okay,
into
I'm glad you asked that. Chelsea lately did it on Chelsea Does.
Yes, exactly.
Gunplay,
She did
I
ayahuasca.
interviewed him. He told me he did it. What's y'all take
What do
on
you
it?
guys?
Hell no.
Anything
What
that
is
is
it?
going to give you
It's a plant.
hallucinations,
It's a plant
right?
that you boil.
That's what I'm saying because it's like from the earth.
All right, do that. Try it. You know, if somebody wants to try it, it's
Yeah,
up
they
to you.
said it's a one-time
But it's not
thing.
right. Don't be doing because
Like
of
poisonous
because
mushrooms.
it's
They're from the
harmful.
earth.
Right,
Like
it's
those
harmful.
magic mushrooms.
Yeah,
So
they said
ayahuasca
it's a
is
one-time
worse.
Why
Did you
is
ask
the
them
magic
how was the
mushrooms?
come
Very
down?
dangerous.
So I'll tell you what,
How was the
everybody
come
that I've spoke to about 5 different people that's done it before. They all told
You
me
don't
it
do
was.
it, okay?
I've never done it. No,
They all told you what?
it was life changing for them. And
Yeah,
that literally,
me too.
it's
Everyone I
like-
know that has done it.
It's like brung them closer with family members they might have had problems with. It's like they done got more money after that, all kind of stuff.
So
and
we're
I
making
don't know.
this into another religion.
No, it's not. You know what it is? It's like they I don't know if it is or what, but the people that I've spoken with always say that they see realizations of things that they should have been doing. Like,
Yeah, like,
I was mean and nasty to my sister. Like, I should have never done that. Like,
my friend,
Right.
type
I-
stuff
It does have that
the
effect.
friends,
Yeah.
the friends that I've
say
had
doesn't.
that done ayahuasca, they always say it's like a spiritual experience they
spiritual
have.
thing.
You
That's
know
what
what
I
I mean?
hear.
Yeah.
I never hear them saying, "Oh, I can't wait to do it again." It's like a one-time
But
thing.
How did they feel
you know
when
the
they
most
came down
the
from
most
the high? Did
successful
they talk
spiritual
about that?
They cried
the
and
most
they tell
successful
they
spiritual
talk.
thing to do is to die.
Oh shit.
Do you understand that?
Stephanie's like, I don't
When
want
you
to
die, that's a spiritual thing. You'll be there forever. You understand? So people
Boy,
who
like,
oh
yeah, 'cause you'll
spiritual,
be dead.
I want to get spiritual. I want to get spiritual. The best way, right? What was that saying?
Here we go.
People want heaven, but they don't want to die.
Yeah.
To get to heaven, you got to die. You see what I'm saying?
Here's the deal. The truth is, excuse me for a second. Yeah. The truth is, people are hungry and they're looking for something to fill the void. That's the bottom line. And you're looking for a life transformation. The very first thing, the most transforming love you can have is learning to love yourself enough to actually value and take care of yourself. And when you do that, you actually are in a position to change the world with the gifts that you have. Because these things, when you're up and down and you're in these psychotic places, you're not living to your full potential.
Now,
I agree with you. I feel that. That sounds better than ayahuasca to me. Right?
I forgot what I was about to say.
I have a
sorry,
question.
like,
If you,
self-love,
can I
babe.
just jump in? I know we talked about female erectile dysfunction and stuff like that.
Fed up.
So we talk about this a lot, squirting and stuff like that. We want to know what the fuck exactly is that shit, because we all have our take on what we think it is, but I'm pretty sure y'all might know a little bit better than us. Yeah, hopefully.
It's female ejaculation.
And
what's that though? What's in it?
What is it composed of?
Is it water? Is it urine?
because
No,
we
it's
talked
not- it's
about
not
what's
urine.
in semen, so let's talk about what's in
It's just
squirt.
A squirt is not urine, so it's just a clear liquid.
It's a clear seminal fluid.
That
You got
comes out.
semen, then you got seminal fluid. There's no semen in it, but it's seminal fluid.
Where does
You
it come
understand?
from?
Yeah.
So there's no. It is a certain.
It's from
The
clitoris.
bladder. But where is it held? Like, does it come from the bladder? How come
No,
people
it's
how come people that never squirted before just don't squirt all the time?
You
if
know
they have
why?
this
Or
liquid
can
in
you
them?
just
Okay,
and you
so-
squirt
so
out
It
of
build
nowhere?
up
maybe
from
one
the
person.
from the arousal and from the anticipation
There
of
you
having
go.
an orgasm?
Because
There you
all
go.
right, so how many G spots do you have as a woman?
You tell us. You the
No,
doctor.
I find
I'm
for
not a
me,
woman. You're a woman.
me
You tell me.
personally, I find
Right.
two.
Two, right?
I
Everyone's
find
gonna
two.
say external and internal, right?
Yeah, but the
clit-
inside one is a little crazy.
But then there's a third one which goes
Your butt.
deep. No.
Where's the third
The
one?
third one
Tell
is
me
more this-
where it is.
It's more
I want
deeper
to
into
find
the
it.
back walls of the vagina. Okay? That's where the skin gets thicker near the cervix.
Holy
all right?
moly.
Around there. Now, when that is applied pressure on, all right, and you're
Whoa, you're good
Sorry.
at that.
Shaking the table.
and you're actually stimulating. I ain't even gonna move. Let me put my hand here.
You just seen one of his moves, everybody. That's
You
one
like
of his
this?
moves,
I'm
right?
like,
He was a
damn,
DJ.
okay.
He did the Grandmaster Flash
So
move right
when
there.
you're actually arousing a woman and you're doing from that inside on the what I call the third G spot, right, with the table shake, and you're arousing the inner one that's up like 2 to 3 inches within the vaginal wall, that feels like cauliflower or a hard.
Cauliflower. That
I
sounds
don't know.
like
That sounds like a yeast
you know-
infection.
Well, you know what? It's like
like
a rough
herpes.
substance, isn't it? It's like a rubber,
It's
substance. Right?
it's a different texture than the rest of
like
your
Dr.
vagina.
Amsu would
That's how
say,
you
a bit
find it.
chewy.
Chewy.
ouch.
Crunchy.
When you're actually arousing a woman and doing both, you will find that they will start swelling, right? And that's how long that takes. It can start hurting, so a woman won't squirt. And it all leads back to what we're saying, the build-up of blood and inflammation. Now, if a woman starts swelling quickly and she arouses and gets to that, then she will squirt.
Should
But if
all
she
women be
takes-
able to squirt?
All women should be able
Oh
to
my
squirt.
God. So you know what? I didn't even
Angela.
realize it. There is a third one back there, and I thought it was like the guy's special trick, but it's
No,
mine.
that's why
It's my special
The
trick.
power is in you.
Okay, so that's why doggy style with a woman. That's why I mean,
But hold up now. We
doggy
talked
style.
about this.
A lot of women like that position because they say they feel more what.
What position are we talking about?
Can't come
Doggy
that
style.
way.
Doggy style.
Can you come that way?
Doggy
Yes, you
style?
can.
No, I think I hit
I
that
don't think
third
I've ever
one
came in doggy
in
style.
missionary. I think I hit it in missionary.
Right, but a lot of
Doggy
women
style
like
is-
doggy style because they say it feels more.
The most
the sense
the,
of
mo- the
that-
most
and that's
natural
where-
position is missionary.
Yeah, I
That's-
feel like
that's the position
I feel
that
like
nature
amazing things
intended.
happen to me in missionary.
Now, how many G spots do men have?
One in their
and they
ass.
booty.
One.
in their ass. Hey.
One.
That big old
That's
booty.
it.
Hey.
Now all the
Can I
other,
touch
the
that
other
booty?
stuff there,
Copyright that booty.
no, it's just one.
Here's the deal. There are women who deal with the dysfunction because of medical issues. Okay. So for me, for instance, I dealt with, painful sex for many years, on and off because of fibroids. And then afterwards, after I had a hysterectomy, what became an issue is, the best way to say that, as I said it earlier, was like, think about your vagina feeling like sandpaper.
Oh, it's
It
dry.
was so painful. Right. You're talking about everything from, just no arousal and feeling, just all of the things we talked about. And I think that there are too many women. Of course, the thing about that's actually what connected me with the doctors in the first place, because I was looking for a natural remedy. I was like, the body has to be able to heal itself, because the GYN wanted to put me on hormone replacement drugs, which accelerate cancer. Again, I value my life enough. I don't want to be in the box too early, right? I want to live every single day that I can to make a difference in this world. So right away, I knew I needed a natural remedy, and I started to research, and that's how I connected with the guys. And, really what we started doing was the protocol that we use for women who are dealing with reproductive issues such as fibroids, et cetera. We first started working on it with me, and that's what reversed my condition. Okay, because there's so many women who are having, especially Black women, who are having hysterectomies at an alarming rate. And they're saying, yeah, my fibroids are gone. This is good. But they're not talking about the fact that they are suffering in silence. And I want that sister to know that you are not supposed to be living a life where you feel like you can never enjoy sex again.
Black women suffer from fibroids more than any other.
Yeah, up to 90 to 100% at this point
Why
with
is
statistics.
I have a question. So this system, you guys have created, it helps women get more wet.
Absolutely. Arouse. It causes your body to actually do what it's supposed to do to be sexually healthy. Because remember, we connected the fact that sexual health is a driver of your overall health. Okay, that's literally if you're we talked about in other sessions how the quicker you are able to climax is an indicator of actual health.
Don't you sometimes want to hold off though?
Why?
No, not
You
me.
do it multiple times. Women have the ability to climax multiple times, have multiple orgasms.
I'm kind of a one and done myself.
Me too.
I like
I'm not gonna lie.
that.
That's a problem there.
And I know part of that though is because I don't get enough sleep and I'm always tired. So I know if I come, I'm going to sleep right after,
Listen,
unless I have to go to work.
Right now, what we call that, if you do that, there's a prolactin imbalance. When prolactin is the satiety hormone or chemical that's released, right? Which is why men will go to sleep because, or say, give me 15 minutes or whatever. But women actually have the ability, right when they're that right there is called what's the
resolution?
Resolution, right? Resolution after orgasm. It's called resolution. But women have the ability in resolution to go right back into orgasm. Men, it's a wrap. Like, give me 15 minutes or whatever.
Some men are able to keep going, by the way.
A minute or two.
There's some men that can't keep going.
Or like after 10
No,
minutes, I would say
right.
they're back.
And it
Around
depends.
2 minutes.
When a female ejaculates onto a man, the pheromone effect is going to keep a man hard.
Definitely.
But a man
Most
cannot
definitely.
orgasm one after the other.
Oh no,
So
I
the
feel like
woman
Like a
this.
man will have an orgasm
responsible.
and it might take 15, 20, 30, 40 minutes before he has another orgasm. I'm not saying that he goes soft.
He'll be
Right.
hard. So
But he could remain hard.
Right.
Right.
But round 2 is going a long way. We're taking that to the moon.
You know what?
girl.
Some
Like,
men are very sensitive when they come too, and they don't want to be touched or anything for a moment.
on the muscle spasms.
Right. Like if you're sucking dick and then you're like still keep going after he comes, he can't handle
so
it.
funny.
Knock you upside
And then he
the
gets a
head.
Charlie horse.
Right. So I know that I can go back to back to back. Like I could come unless it's through my clit. I could come and keep wanting to come and keep coming. But like certain guys, it'll be like, all right, they'll come 10 minutes later, they'll be ready to come again. But then there might be another guy that might only come once. And
He
then
need a few hours. He
I
done.
won't see that nigga again
For a week.
till tomorrow at least. Like, wake up. Like nothing I do or whatever is gonna.
Right.
So
It's the
that's the
prolactin
diet
release.
and everything.
Prolactin release.
What about I feel like when I have my period, like guys want me more.
It's what you're
Like when I
releasing.
go out, I get more attention. I
When
feel
you're
like
on your
guys are like
period or when
chasing
you-
after me.
When you're on
Nah,
your
I
period.
believe
When I'm
that.
on my
That
period.
happens to
You're
me.
probably producing a specific pheromone that's attracting them during your cycle.
Yeah, and just like that's why it reminded me of this because we just talked about coming produces a certain pheromone that makes a guy want you, and I
It's called
agree with that because after
estrotetraenol.
I feel like after I come from from oral sex, like the guy is. I mean, it's probably sexy to make me come though, so it's like a little bit of a cheat, right? It's like the pheromones plus the oh my god, get
The
off of
noise.
me. You
No,
know?
noises, the
So
frequencies.
it's like-
Yeah, the
play a
frequency, 'cause listen,
major part.
It's
You
all
think so?
it's all electrical magnetic energy that's being exchanged. Okay, and that's why when women would say, if sex feels different when a man's wearing a condom to where if he goes what we call bareback, right? Because
raw
I love
or raw
condoms.
dog,
Right, dog.
right? Because the condom is cutting
Or dirty dick.
off that currency. Of that
You think
electric-
so?
Oh, it does.
dick.
But I love condoms. I don't feel like condom cuts the currency.
I mean, when you actually, have you ever had a relationship where you have haven't you?
yes, I was with somebody for 7.5 years.
Right.
We had a
And you
kid.
prefer
So-
to not use condoms.
And we
If
had
you
a kid. I mean, I've been with somebody for a year and change, and we use condoms for the most part. We use condoms.
But you notice the
For the
difference.
most part.
No.
It's hard to
no.
go from not
I'm
using
sorry,
condoms to
but-
using condoms.
No,
It
no,
feels
I
better
feel-
when you don't have a condom. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
say
of
that
course,
lie.
it does.
That's
It's
the best
electricity.
thing
That's-
to be
I mean,
with
I don't
someone.
feel like it cuts off any of the chemistry, the sex.
I feel like that
fantastic.
vibe is
It definitely
coming through.
does
Yes.
because
It's like
see-
kissing with a dam on your tongue.
No, but I mean,
Kissing
I'm
in
just,
between the
I'm
glass.
really paranoid. Raw sex makes me nervous. Like I'm in the middle of the sex.
Okay,
like, oh
so-
my god, I'm gonna get pregnant. Oh
Right,
my
so you
god,
just cut
I
off that
have
flow.
AIDS. Oh my god.
So that's what she
herpes.
see.
The anxiety.
So that anxiety.
Yeah, I have I can't
so
have
that
raw
anxiety,
sex.
cortisol,
I'm not
and now you
fucking
just
nobody
cut
I
off.
think got AIDS.
You just cut off
Even
that
you don't
electricity.
listen. You don't know who has AIDS. You can't look at
We
somebody
going to
and
the
tell if they
doctor,
have
nigga,
HIV. You
together.
know what I mean?
You know a good way to find out?
I just got
Taste his
touched.
ass.
Oh my God.
And then you got it in your
my ass
mouth.
thing.
Now you got HIV
And what
mouth.
would that taste like in his butt?
Now you got HIV mouth.
But
Like,
listen,
nah,
you guys, the
B.
Sex Fix is out. So where can people go just so they can improve their sex lives? Let's get back on you.
Yeah, get your mojo back. The detoxnow.com. The detoxnow.com. The detoxnow.com.
And some of the most common problems: female erectile dysfunction and male erectile dysfunction.
yeah, absolutely.
Now, we also have electrichealth.org
That's right.
where they can book
Consultations, because your
we do want,
issues-
everybody is different, and there are always other underlying conditions as well. Some people may be lucky and it's just that, but there are other issues, and we talk about it and we put people onto treatment plans. So they may have that issue to start off with, and it's like, okay, but there may be other things where we have other herbal supplements and meal plans and protocols that will fix other issues as well.
Percentage-wise, how much of that can be mental, though?
I mean, a lot of it can be mental, but the moment it becomes physiological, because remember, it's physiological, it's chemical, it's pheromonal, it's hormonal, it's electrical, it's all of those. And that's the thing, when women have orgasms, it's exactly the same under a CAT scan or MRI as them having a seizure. Everything's the same, exactly the same.
Really?
So the height of a high for a woman, right,
That's crazy. My
is
legs
an
don't be
orgasm.
shaking.
The height of,
No.
any kind of pleasure, be it, the dopamine release, the hormone cascade that takes place, the brain lights up. And a woman's whole brain lights up during an orgasm.
So we've all
it's
had
better than
seizures.
weed, no matter how much THC is in it, right? Ain't nothing like it.
And then
It's
for
an
people,
out-of-body experience.
for people
must
who have
never
just
had an
questions,
orgasm, 'cause I
because there are going to
never
be
felt
people
like
who
that.
they may feel like, I don't need a consultation, but I just have questions about it. We also have a weekly free group consult, and they can book that right at thedetoxnow.com
Oh, that's wonderful.
/consult.
All right.
Yeah.
And if anybody's interested in doing the detox, it's also on there as well.
That's right. That's right.
L'Oreal, Envy's doing the 7-day one.
Good for Emmy.
Go, Emmy.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. We appreciate y'all for joining us. The detoxnow.com. Sorry, it's been a long day. Dr. Amun, Dr. Amsu, and Coach Gessie. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much
We
for
about
having
to
us.
go have some seizures.
Yes.
Nah.